What is up, gang? Welcome to episode number 11 of In the Frame podcast. I'm your host, Peter Collins, joined by your co-host, Alberto Mendoza.
What's up, man? How you doing?
Not much. Let's do the drill, man.
Run it. Ooh, right over your computer.
I know.
It's not smart. That's good stuff.
So, man, how's your week been? And if we even want to talk about a week, your freaking day.
Yeah, today's been a
Your
busy
day's
day,
still
man.
going on, dude.
Yeah, it's still going on. I woke up last night. I got landed kind of something in the works really fast. So I got a job in LA, which going to LA from Oceanside is not too far. It's like 90 minutes, if that. But dude, I work with Gordon Lee.
Dude, our boy, dude, or your boy.
Dude, we've been talking about this guy for since day one, man, on the podcast.
Yeah.
And the fact that I was able to meet the guy and work with the guy was
Insane.
Crazy. Insane.
Yeah, dude, you told me about it, and I thought you were joking. And then I got your voice text, and I was like, what the fuck? This was lying. And then you told me again. I was like, what the fuck? Like, that's crazy, dude. Like,
Yeah.
we talk about him, Zach.
This podcast, how they make so much money and stuff like that.
Yeah, and it's crazy that you got to work with. So tell me about, like, let's talk about it. How did you learn anything? How was your experience?
I met him at the location, at the shoot location.
Yeah.
We were shooting one of his clients that moved from Arizona to LA. That's why he made the flight. When the flight from Arizona to LA is a 45-minute flight. I mean, it takes me longer for me to drive up there than for him to fly there. That's how easy it is.
Yeah.
And so we're shooting. She's a fitness influencer. She has like over 200,000 followers on Instagram and quite a lot of subscribers on YouTube as well. So her and her husband, their business is well off right now. So they just moved into this really, really nice place in Los Angeles. Yeah, dude. So it's pretty much his retainer client.
Yeah.
So they appreciate the quality of his work. And so seeing him work, and it was cool, man. Just being kind of like shadowing. I mean, I wasn't there to shadow. I was there to actually
you were there
work.
to do work.
Yeah, I was actually the B camera guy. So I was getting all the B-roll and whatnot with my setup and my gear. And it helped him hire me because we have similar setups. We both use the Sony systems.
Yeah.
And so he's a big Sony head as well.
What was his main camera?
He was using the A7R3 or 4, one of the two.
For video?
Yeah, it still shoots 4K. And then he also has an A7 III as well. So we were using 3 cameras. I got some BTS photos as well. I was shooting photography for his client as well. So that was pretty cool. Like, he just, hey dude, take some shots of her, like, do your thing.
Yeah.
And it was cool. Like, some people are like really controlling, like, hey, you do what I say, kind of thing. He was like, nah, bro, like, get some photos. Like, shoot some photos. Like, get her some lifestyle stuff. I'm like, all right, fire, dude. And so it was cool, man. We got along. It was really good. He did teach me some things. Like, we had conversation, man. I mean, I don't want to put his stuff out there, but man, like,
how did you?
I'm just gonna say he's doing really well for himself. Like, if you go to his last post,
follow him.
He bought land and he's gonna build a home. So I mean,
he ain't shy with his numbers too on his story. So give him a follow, man.
Yeah, if you're creative, man, especially a videographer, photographer, Gordon Lee, dude. I'm telling you, like, this guy, you'll learn a lot from this guy. The crazy thing is, he's only 26 years old.
Yeah,
bro. I felt like, what?
He's doing something right.
He's doing something right. Yeah, exactly.
How do you you said you weren't really shadowing him, but you were putting in work, obviously. Did you take anything, or did you analyze him and like his workflow, his setup? How did he prep different from you?
He's very laid back.
Oh yeah,
like super chill. Not stressed at all. I mean, he told me from the get-go, off the rip, like when we were DMing the night before, he said it's going to be a very relaxed environment. So I've worked with these guys for a couple of years now. So it's like they know the routine. We're doing batch filming, which is we're just
multiple episodes.
Yeah, we're just bulk shooting at this point. So we shot 8 videos for her. So that's 8 weeks worth of content for her. Yeah. So yeah, you knock it out in one day, which was 5 hours.
Damn.
And yeah, dude, he flew back to freaking Arizona after.
So that's a retainer client. So newbies or like, I don't know, people who are begin to be entrepreneur or creative or whatever to charge. A retaining client, for those who don't know, is like when you get a haircut, you have your barber, right? So they rely on retaining clients.
Yeah.
So like every week is their haircut per se.
Sure.
So that's what we mean.
So
by
like, yeah.
clients.
So like, it's kind of like a monthly subscription.
Yeah.
So he charges them X amount of dollars. Let's say you're looking for some photography and a video from me. And so since you know how to do video as well, I charge you, let's say I charge you $100 a month, which is, $100 is stupid, but we're just throwing numbers for example. I charge you $100 a month and you're guaranteed 3 videos per month. Mm-hmm. That's so we sign a contract for X amount of months. So it could be kind of like signing a lease.
Yeah.
So we could do 3 months, we could do 5 months, 6 months, up to a year, as long as you want, pretty much. And so the cool thing about that is like you don't have to be hunting down for new clients constantly, because on the back of my mind, like I have this money for sure coming in for the next 3 months. So yeah, it's definitely a plus to have retainer clients.
Well, that's good. And then I saw his story and like he was already in Arizona. I was like, damn, dude.
Yeah, 45-minute flight. I'm telling you, and he's cool, dude. Like I used to think the shout out game was dead. But dude, he shouted me out on just his story, and dude, I was like having videographers follow me left and right, dude. It was crazy.
That's good. So you got paid, plus you get a little,
exposure
and shaking hands, like you said.
Yeah. Establish a relationship. He did say, I mean, he likes to work more often when he's in Southern California, so he knows who to hit.
Yeah. For
a B camera. So yeah, man, I did my thing. He liked what he saw so far. So yeah, man. Well, hopefully we can keep that relationship going.
Yeah, so how did you that's one thing I was talking about. I wish there was more Gordon Lees around here in SoCal, Orange County, San Diego, that we can like feed off of and like collaborate or help each other out.
Right.
But I just feel like here in Southern California, it's not as like collaborative friendly. Everybody's like, oh, these are my marbles, you can't fuck with them.
Right.
Which just kind of sucks, but
yeah, I mean,
it is what it is.
That's just a sign of insecurity. Clearly, he's pretty secure. He's doing well off, so he doesn't mind sharing the wealth. Like, he was giving me valuable tips and information after this shoot, like
it's
about
always
like business related stuff, and like pretty much the big thing he taught me, which I know, but it's reassuring to hear it from someone that, because it's easy to like listen to stories from, let's say, influencers or like entrepreneurs. Like we always hear like the Jeff Bezos stories, the freaking Facebook stories and all that stuff. Like, oh, I made it big with $10 in my pocket, stuff like that. Like, you could do it too. It's easy to hear that. But when you actually see the person that you've been like, I mean, I don't want to sound like a complete fanboy, but like idolizing, because I do want to strive to that in the business level. And you see him in the flesh, and he's just like you and I do. He literally is a freaking normal person. He's 26 years, he's actually younger than us. Yeah. And he just said, bro, you gotta think, you gotta dream bigger. That's all it is, man. It's just hearing it from him, like, it's like, damn.
Motivates you.
Because it's easy to get that DM. Like, you got the DM from Zach Kravitz, other creators as well, like that you've connected with, and like, dude, this is dope. But like in person, dude, it's another level. It's like, fuck, I could really do this shit.
Yeah, it's like going back to the last episode, like the teacher with the messenger. So Gordon Lee, like, you can relate to him. And like for me, like when you send me, like, I think it was like a week ago or 3 days ago, you send me Zach Kravitz. What was it, like levels, or like how he became where he's at? Like every apartment that he was at.
His YouTube video.
Yeah, so he moved out of his parents, and then I was like, damn, I was there before. And then he moved to a crappy apartment, and then
you were there before.
Yeah, and then I was like, damn, and that reminds me of me. And then he moved to a bigger apartment with this girl, and then I was like, damn, that's me. And then he's like, and then I was there for too long, and I was like, shit, is that gonna be me? Like, if I don't
dude, it got me thinking, because I've been saying like, I really like where I live.
He was talking about comfortability.
Yeah, like I need maybe it's time for me to get out of my comfort zone. I don't know,
dude. What he did, I mean, this goes out to everybody else. If you're somewhere where you live and like you're like, oh fuck, I'm gonna wait 6 months until my lease is over, and then I'll move that. I'll do that.
This guy broke his lease.
Yeah, he broke his lease, which was
paid
like 10
a penalty.
Grand. He paid 10 grand up in front, broke the lease, and moved to LA, and just to meet connections, and that's where all the
and
work
it's been
was.
Working out for him ever since.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't doing what he was doing, back in Chicago.
Yeah,
like, just wasn't working out for him.
Dude, and the craziest part was that when you sent me his latest, I didn't even know he had a podcast.
Holy crap!
So
we've talked about it. You can't say that.
What do you mean?
You say you didn't know he had a podcast.
I did, but I just like
you never listened.
I thought he was with the co-host, because you thought Rambling Radio was like, oh, this is with a co-host, and you made it sound like it was with somebody, but I didn't know it was by himself. Anyway, so he like talked about what we talked about in our fucking podcast the week before.
I thought you guys had talked about like what to say.
Yeah.
And you showed me the DMs. Are like, dude, clearly it's just great coincidence, man.
Dude, it's probably like saw me. He was like, damn, like
no, he didn't see you, bro. He doesn't even
or
know
like
who you are.
He probably like felt like my response, like damn, like this is a real problem. I gotta talk about it. And then he talked about it.
Yeah, he did.
So,
he did talk about
it.
That
was really cool,
bro. It was kind of like word for word what you guys said.
I know, right?
And it matched. And the thing is, like, if you look back, it's gonna be easy to say that he said it first because he aired his episode first before us. But we recorded it prior.
Yeah.
And he dropped that episode. I mean, he could have recorded that 2 weeks prior. Who knows? If how far in advance? And he dropped it the next day. So I'm watching it on my couch, and I'm texting like, "Yo, what the fuck did you and Zach say?" Like,
I sent you the screenshot of the combo. And I was like, "Bro, this is
and I'm
great
like,
minds think alike, bro."
He literally said exactly what you just said, man. I'm like, I don't know what's going on, man. Am I in some kind of freaking matrix right now? Like, what's going on?
That was cool though.
That was dope, man.
That's why I can relate to him because I mean, it's like the teacher, like he's a messenger, and like I can relate to him. So that's why I feed off of that. But I mean. Other than that, that's cool, man. That you got to work with Gordon Lee.
Yeah, I just literally got home like an hour ago, and you came in, and
I was thinking you were gonna cancel, bro.
I'm not gonna, bro. I ain't a bitch.
Because we can't.
I'm no bitch, bro. I'm all about it.
I know, bro. I'm not calling you.
Why did we miss the other week, dude? Was it because of me?
No, it was because technically it was.
No,
because you were like, I can't record, so we got to record this other day. And I came through. It was just a family emergency, bro. Don't make it seem like it was my fault.
I know. I just fucking with you. I just busted your balls, man. Relax.
But so like, I was waiting for you to cancel today because I'm like, damn, it's had a long day. He has to drive all the way from LA to here, Oceanside.
Nope.
But
I'm all about it, man.
That's why I came a little early because I'm like, nah, this was gonna flake. Fuck that.
No, and you text me, dude. When you text me, you're like, "How's traffic?" I'm like, I was already in town. I was literally past the train tracks, and
I knew what you were thinking in your head. Exactly that right now.
To fucking cancel.
I knew you were gonna say that, dude.
He wants to do a rain check.
I was thinking about him like this was like, oh, is PD checking me right now or what? But maybe I was assessing the waters, like you would say.
You're checking the temperature. I know you, dude.
But right now we're recording like midweek. We usually record on Fridays, but there's stuff going on, so.
Yeah, there's stuff going on later this week, so we had to rearrange, but we finally made it work. Yeah. I'm glad you were able to rearrange do an audible.
So how
my week? How have you been, man, so far?
Good. So like the family emergency was my mom broke her leg at the farm, and she's getting transferred to like a rehabilitation center.
Okay.
In Tri-City or another facility, depending where she goes. But then now that I know that she's had surgery on her leg, she broke her leg pretty bad.
How was the surgery? Was it successful?
Yeah, it was good.
Nice.
It's just surgery.
Yeah.
You go under anesthesia and all that. You're a little worried, but thankfully that's good. I keep calling her every day, like 4 times a week. That's good.
Good.
It makes me happy that she's recovering.
And I'm assuming you can't visit because of COVID.
Yeah, you can't visit.
Damn, that's great. So she's like alone.
Yeah, but we try to call her.
That's good.
So, other than that,
how's the work week been? I saw you started a new Instagram account, man.
Excuse me, I burped. I created a business IG finally. So that's pretty good because I can finally annoy people with just portraits and stuff.
You could do whatever. Yeah,
it's like one of those, like you were saying, like you want to post so much stuff, but you don't want to flood your personal and make it be like, oh, what the hell, like
right.
So I'm gonna emphasize portraits and all that.
Let's plug it in, dude. What's the new app?
Currently, the business IG is Peter Collins Photography.
Nice.
I keep switching it up, but right now it's Peter Collins Photography until IG lets me use Peter Collins frames because I can't use it for a certain amount of time. Just in case my personal account, I want to switch it back. They have a grace period where you can't use that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But Peter Collins Photography, and then my email and website's on that. So just wait. That's going to change.
When are you going to start dumping content on it?
As soon as I get more gigs. One in the works with my retaining client, the barber.
Fire.
We want to do some crazy stuff under over here by the pier.
Let's go. How's that 85 treating you?
I love it, dude. And I had my like we're talking about it right now. Like, when you get a new camera, I'm still in that fucking
you're
phase,
in that baby phase right now.
Yeah, like I took out.
It's like your baby.
I took my 85 mil right now. I was like, boom, I took it out, and then I put my 16 mil, and then you're like, let's just use. Oh, right now we're using your Tammy.
Yeah.
Your 17 to 28.
17 to 28, 2.8. Let's go.
Yeah, and you were like, yo, let's take it. And it's like, fuck, dude. Like, I already went through the stress of taking out my 85 and putting this. I'm like, fuck it.
Wow, man, this is so normal.
But like you said, it's gonna take 3 weeks, and then I'm gonna be like, boom.
And then
what?
switch
that.
It's gonna be like whatever, man.
But I'm enjoying the 85. It's fucking creamy, dude. I need more.
Are you thinking about getting another? Because 85 is super tight. I mean, it's not too versatile.
I'm gonna get a prime, dude. I'm like,
you have to go prime.
I'm just like for me, I do photography. I don't do like zooms like video. And if I do video, I feel like 24 is a good one.
Well, shit, even for video, primes are better.
Dude, the new 85 from Sigma came out like last week. I saw a picture and I was like, what the fuck? They redesigned it so it looks like beefier. But other than that, I'm enjoying my 85.
That's tight.
I just need more subjects.
Yeah.
And hopefully I can get more.
Anyone that's looking for some portraits, hit my guy up, man.
Business, professional, whatever you need. I had my party last week, which after my birthday, that weekend at the farm.
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah, you were there. That was really the mariachi was cool. And that's kind of.
You seemed like you had fun, man.
Yeah, it was fun.
You're a little saucy.
Was I? It was it was good though. But we are now on episode 11.
Episode 11.
And we're gonna segue into talking about how you don't really need an Instagram following to be successful in the business of whatever you are as a creative.
Right.
So
you're saying I don't need 50,000 followers, man?
You don't need 50,000 followers. All you need to do is have a great business plan or connections or whatever you want.
And the content's got to be good. People can't forget about the content.
Obviously, the content has to.
This is assuming your content is fire.
Yeah. If you so, let me get right into it. So,
Skater.
Example number 1, the Chargers guy, the editor for the Chargers media. His edits are fucking fire, bro.
They're stupid good.
And I recently found him on Instagram. Like
for real?
Yeah. So his that's the one with the thunderstorms. I posted on my story one time within this week, and then all the comments were like, "Yo, give this guy a raise," blah blah blah. And I kept digging deeper into the comments, and they're like, "Yo, who the fuck is this?"
Yeah, you know what sucks that big companies like that they're not going to tag. You know, they're not going to credit because they're already paying, and plus it just looks.
They're not going to tag you because you're paying you already.
Yeah, they're already paying you.
So I was like, "What the fuck am I going to tag you?" When it's like it's not professional either.
Yeah, it looks kind of tacky.
Yeah. So I found him. They tagged
you found him in the comments?
Yeah, and I was like, oh shit, like this is him. And then I clicked on him and then I looked at the profile and I was like, oh shit, like this guy barely
same videos? Were they the same videos?
Yeah, he's like, oh no, what give it away? He posted the video
on his story.
But he rarely posts, and then it said, this is what I created. Wasn't gonna post this, but fuck it or something like that. Really? And then I'm like, damn, that shit was fire, bro. And this fool thought it was nothing. And then it was the ASAP. He's like ASAP, blah blah blah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so then I go and it's like, nah, this isn't him. And then I look more. I'm like, oh crap, this is the guy. I have more followers than him. I don't have any.
Fuck up.
I don't have a big following. Like my shit's whack. His is even whacker.
Seriously.
But I'm like, dude, this was getting paid a lot of money, and like
he's getting paid way more than us. That's for sure.
And his following is crap. How many people like I keep saying this, but we know people from here who have almost 200,000 followers, and they're probably not making as much money as he is.
I know for a fact they're not. I know people that have thousands of followers that are fucking broke living at their mom's.
Yeah, so it's all about his like professionalism. Like for him, Instagram isn't shit because he's getting paid because of businesses. So he's like not like your typical.
Well, there's two kinds of artists. I think there's artists that want all the glory.
Yeah,
they want all the shine. Look at me, look at me, look at me. And there's artists that are super duper introverts and they don't want to be seen or known.
And they're stuck in the bag, or they're getting bigger bags actually.
Yeah,
and it's crazy though. But the moral of the story is that this guy.
You gotta show me his profile.
Yeah, I'll send it to you after. It's just insane how like he can produce such content and isn't braggadocious about it.
Yeah, and I mean, dude, if Chargers are, I don't know if you guys are football heads, but like, I hate the Chargers personally.
Well, you love them, bro.
Since they left, since they left San Diego, I literally want them to go 0-16 until I die. Anyways, their media is super fire. Their grid is super fire. Like, dude, it's the best like media. Seriously, like Their videos are like insanely good. They have that hip hop feel, like, because I've seen like hip hop videographers, like festival videographers, and they make that kind of style. Mm-hmm. But the fact that he could switch it into like the NFL level, it's absurd.
Yeah, it was insane. I was like, dude, I can't believe this dude has like no freaking following,
right?
And he doesn't give a fuck about like social acceptance, but like social recognition.
You know what he cares about?
The bag
that he's getting.
Yeah.
And he's laughing his way to the bank right now, probably. Assuming that the Chargers are paying him fair, because there's artists that don't see themselves too high and they could get screwed over left and right.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, and if you do like rely on Instagram because you're like upcoming or whatever.
I mean, Instagram's where you show off all your work.
Yeah.
You're not going to do it on Facebook.
Yeah, I feel like
Facebook is like, I feel like Facebook's for like old people.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's a lot of success in Facebook. It's still going on right now.
Yeah, ads and all that crap.
Right.
I've seen like crazy like people making money off of Facebook AdSense or stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know anything about that. I'm just saying like I know stuff. People make actually a living off of that. But if you do,
ironically, the people that we were shooting today, the girl's husband, he's like a freaking Facebook ad guru. Like really? That's like all he does is like, he loves it, man. It's like, bro, because we're talking about it. I'm like, dude, this is like, I try to dabble into Facebook ads because I had to do that with my real estate company that I was working with. And so it was interesting, but it's not for me. And he's like, dude, I just love this.
So what, does he create content or has he managed?
He kind of, I don't fully know, but from what it looked like he kind of like, they're a partnership, man. So like she's clearly the face of the brand. He's like the behind the scenes kind of thing. He's in her videos here and there too as well. But like, gotcha. I think he's in charge of all the marketing, where she's in charge of creating the content. I think. Yeah. I mean, I don't know, but that's what it seemed like. But he's like super into the Facebook ad world, and he's like loves it.
But I mean, that is an avenue that not a lot of people know about.
No, it's very complex. It's a lot of trial and error too. Yeah. Trust me, I know from experience.
And you're constantly on the computer, like
seriously.
Shit out.
Yeah, and then you have to like do pixels. You got to track people, it's kind of creepy how you could like legit track people and follow them and like actually know
Gary Vee
who they are, what they're into, what you're like. It's just really.
Do you know what's crazy that you're talking about that? Because right now I recently started following Gary Vee on my just my freaking business.
You start following him, all right? Get to the point, man. Come on.
So he talks about ROI, return on investment,
of course,
on social media.
Huh?
So he's talking to his client. It was an old video, and he's like, "So show me the return on investment about media. How is it going to help me?" And then Gary Vee says, like, "So what's the investment on your mom?" And then he's like, "I'm not trying to talk shit about your mom," or something like that. It's like, my mom has implemented all these things. So he's comparing it to media, advertising. Okay. How you can't really explain it, but it goes up based off of numbers and like what people, the statics and all that. So that's where a lot of advertising is hidden, and it's just interesting.
Yeah, and the cool thing is, well, I mean, even now, right now, it's getting more expensive to do ads, but like, dude, it's still cheaper than freaking getting a billboard or put yourself in the newspaper. Where I mean, newspaper is kind of dead.
Yeah.
Who looks at the newspaper besides like older folks? So yeah, like it makes sense to dump money into social media ads for sure. But I just say like it could get really creepy, like with Google AdSense as well. Like you could legit follow people. It's weird, man. And the thing is, like, what most people don't know, like I try to educate like my clients when we talk about like ads and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, if you want to like stop getting followed by these like companies, like, because if you say a certain word, you might get seeing those ads from here on out for the rest of eternity. Yeah. You just got to clear your cookies. And they're like, oh my god, really? I didn't know that. I'm like, yeah, dude, like, it's just clear your cookies and you'll be fine, and you're good.
Dude, when I was freaking looking for lenses, I'm like, I'll be talking to Shelby, I'm like, I'm thinking about getting the 24 mil. I said Sigma
24 ads,
and then I'm like, oh dude, the fucking small rig, dude, they got me good. Because I was like talking about, it's like, damn, babe, like still nothing about the fucking small rig updating their inventory. And then she was like, what do you mean? And then like fucking the next day, small rig coupon or small rig,
just
like, buy it now.
Small rig ads.
Yeah, and I'm like, fucking bitches.
So you got to clear your cookies, man. That's all you got to do.
But I mean, it is what it is.
But back to Instagram
following. So I mean, if you are using business, like I am using Instagram now because of my business account, you one of my goals is to post constantly. So
you have to
post every other day.
I've been failing at posting constantly.
So posting every other day just to grow my following and get my shit out there so people can be like, oh, look at this guy.
They're and bored. You want to grow it organically. Do not pay for followers. Those accounts look so horrible. Don't pay for followers, man. A lot of real estate agents pay for followers, and it looks so stupid. They have 10,000 followers and they have 30 likes. Come on, bro. You look dumb,
bro. When you post a video and it says 30 views and you have 10K.
Dude, seriously, man, those accounts are so awkward and cringe, man. When those ratios are so horrible. So please, guys, do not pay for followers. Do not pay for likes. Do not pay for views, because I know a lot of cornballs that pay for views too, and it just looks freaking cringe, man.
Yeah, unfortunately, you look like a cornball, and don't do that.
Yeah, so, and plus, like, Instagram penalizes you for doing stuff like that too. Like, people don't even realize it. Yeah, it looks kind of cool having that 10K on your Instagram, but like when you post content and you're not getting any kind of engagement because you're getting shadow banned. So that's another thing.
I don't know about that, but
I do know about that. That was my job to learn that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, I forgot you worked for Psych. I'm not gonna give you a name. I mean, I could, but
no, let's not do that. No free ads.
I know. So how would you go about growing organically since you're pushing so much forward?
I would post regularly.
Consistently?
Post consistently, at least bare minimum 3 times a week. That's like not asking for much. Also, I would also have a good caption. I'm horrible at captions. Like I'm so trash when it comes to captions. Yeah. You want to also do some kind of call to action, like encourage people to comment on your content. And I'm horrible at that because I don't want to seem like super cheesy and corny and stuff like that, but you just got to do it sometimes.
Dude, maybe that's your comfort. You got to get out of your comfort zone, bro.
Maybe
trying to look cool.
Yeah.
You mean you got to go live videos. That's another one. Encouraging like people to like, oh, what's up? Like, why is he doing a live video?
Right.
Try stories, engagement stories, ask questions.
Yeah.
You can also like
the content also has to be fire. I'm always going to go with quality over quantity. I'm sorry.
And this sucks saying this, but if your quality isn't there, you're gonna look like annoying and like kind of like begging, because these techniques are for serious creatives. So like you have,
just in general, if you want to just grow a following if you want to monetize that a following eventually.
Okay, so I take that back then. This is if you think, because that's pretty bad what I said. But if you think your stuff is up to par to like getting paid for or whatever your artistry is, creative is, then but if you're just doing it to fucking grow a following just for the fuck of it,
because everyone wants to grow a following.
Yeah, but remember, this is for you want to get paid.
But this is for creatives, so yeah.
So you want to hashtags? I suck at hashtags.
Oh, hashtags! Yeah,
I hate hashtags.
You're not good at hashtags. Yeah,
I don't.
I will give you that. You actually got to go out of your way and search for the right hashtags. Like, it's annoying, man. You need to have a cycle too. You can't just use the same 30 forever, because then you're gonna get quote unquote shadow banned, because those are the theories. It's not proven.
I think it is, dude. Because at first
those are the theories, because Instagram will never say what the rules are because they don't want people to cheat it. But I mean, trial and error, people know those are the rules.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of creatives are horrible at hashtags. Like I always tell you, my bro, your fucking hashtags, goddamn it,
like, fucking suck, dude. You want to collaborate with others in the same realm, but this was a big thing for me. So like collabing or like sharing knowledge, not sharing knowledge, but collabing. Like, hey man, what's up? What do you do? Oh, I'm a photographer too. Like, you want to come do this photo shoot and meet some hands and meet some people? You never know who's going to be at that shoot. And I sucked at that because I was my ego. So
people will reach out to you too.
Yeah, and they're like, "Oh, you want to do this?" It's like, "Oh, okay." It's like, "Oh, but you're not getting paid, but you're gonna shake a lot of hands." I'm like, "Nah, fuck that."
You're still like that.
I'm not. I feel like not no more.
Dude. Well, you have no idea how many opportunities have passed through you by me just talking to you, and you just don't catch it because your ego,
bro. Because my shit's been private, bro.
I don't care.
It's not even that, dude. It's just like I'm okay. So there's a difference.
That's why. Why do you think I stopped hitting you up for like things? Because I just know you're never available, and you're just gonna say no because I just know you,
dude. There's a difference between.
Well, I'm calling you out right now because this needs to be said right now because you do that.
Okay, that was the old me. I'm saying,
bro, you did that shit like 3 weeks ago.
When,
bro? I've asked like, hey, dude, do you want to shoot some like stuff? Like, I'm gonna shoot at the studio when I shot.
Oh, that. I mean, that was like, I wasn't gonna shoot though.
You always have an excuse.
I wasn't gonna shoot though.
You could have shot some photos. That's how I got in. I literally got in by doing free work.
Dude,
I don't care what excuse you have.
It's not an excuse. Dude, it's the truth. You're a freelancer. So you were like, I was at work or something. I don't know what it is, but I know what it was with what artist you were talking about.
Yeah.
But anyways,
and I just call spade a spade, man.
Bro, it's not. I'm gonna call you out, bro.
I'm just saying, man. I'm like, you got to shake hands, man. Like you're saying that, and it made me think about it. I'm like, dude, you still kind of do that, man.
No, there's fucking certain people I won't shake hands because it's like if my shit if okay, so I know who you're talking about and their photos are shitty. So why the fuck would I want to go and oh, you want to use my better photos? Like fuck that. Like nah, like keep your shitty photos because. Number one, they haven't helped me.
It's not just one scenario.
I've already met him, dude. I already know what you're talking about. I met him.
I don't think you know what I'm talking about, but go for it.
Anyways, it's if I've met some of your acquaintances, and they're not my vibe because they're like, oh, what's your name, Petey? Like, okay, so if they give me a cold shoulder, bro, I'm sure they'll be like,
bro, you're just sensitive.
I'm not sensitive.
Yes, you are.
No, it's not, bro. Dude. No, I'm not sensitive, dude.
Look, you're getting sensitive right now as we speak.
It's the energy, bro.
Guys, comment down below if Petey's getting sensitive AF right now.
It's for the
He's getting triggered too easily.
Nah, this is good. This is good because
this is good content though.
We didn't really have shit to talk about. No, but so look, this is a perfect point that I didn't get to last week. So, and vibes correlate, right? Mm-hmm. So. I'm real and I don't have a lot of acquaintances. This is a perfect example. Right. I don't have a lot of acquaintances because I'm fucking like one of the things to me is I'm real as fuck. So like I'm not gonna put a front and be like, yeah, your shit's cool because I want to get the fucking gig. Like fool, like you've even said it. It's like you're too fucking artsy for this, Pete. Like for the business sector, and I'll take that.
That's
I'll
true.
Take that.
That's true.
I'll take that. I'm like,
I still say that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take that. I'll be like, okay, and I'm learning, fool. I'm learning, and this is a testament to like, okay, I'm not up here where like I'm getting a gig every second.
Right.
It's because I value, like, me and you click. Okay, fine. There's been, like, photographers where we were going to shoot, but there was no money involved. So, obviously, I'm not motivated to shoot with them because I'm like, yeah, me and you have this artsy thing, but I'm not going to go ahead and shoot sunsets.
Right.
Because, you know, people are going to like them. Like, I want to make money.
Sure.
So, as I was making that transition, you were hitting me up. And I even went with that one time to check out some dude's studio. And I was like, okay. And then I remember talking to him. We were in the triangle. And I was like, yeah, and I asked him a couple questions, like, yeah, hold on, and then he like talked to you, bro. And then I was like, damn, bro, like you really gonna give me that cold shoulder? Like I legit asked you,
damn, I asked him, you are bugging right now.
Hold on. So then I was like, damn, bro, I asked you 3 legit questions, bro, so you can elaborate and like talk because this is a creative conversation we're having.
Yeah.
They didn't give a fuck about me. I told him, I was like, yeah, shoot.
He doesn't know you, dude.
It doesn't matter. It's the energy I'm getting. Why would I want?
Okay. I'm following.
So back to your thing, like I hate you up to chill with this and that. I'm like, bro, I don't want to waste my time with somebody that's gonna fucking cold shoulder me and doesn't give a fuck about me. And at the end of the day, I'm gonna go do him a favor because he's gonna be like, oh, you got those pics? And it's like, oh, by the way,
it's not even like that, man.
Dude, it doesn't matter. It's the energy. So the vibe I was getting was like, nah, man, I'm not worth your time, obviously. And why the fuck would I want to connect with you, bro? I'm not. Me and you are not on the same levels. I've seen your work. Fucking, I don't know how the fuck you do your thing. I even told you.
You sound like you're from New York, man.
I know I did. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm not.
No.
I'm like real, bro. So like, I'm like, I even told you, bro. I'm like, fuck, bro. I don't know how you work with this guy, but your shit's way better than him. But obviously, he knows the business sector, right?
Yeah.
So that's okay. I get that. That's your acquaintance. You want to keep that business part. I don't get that yet.
Sure.
So for me, is like, hey Pete, like slow down. Like now is the time where like I'm growing as a business sector. I've always told you this. Yeah. I got the arts, fool. I got that shit down.
Yeah.
I know my shit's fire.
Yeah.
But what I suck at is business, like shaking hands. I'm not very good at that because my
wait, could it be that you're, and the part of it is because you're an introvert? Would you consider yourself an introvert?
Nah, I'm too emotional, like you say, bro. I'm too.
At least you could admit that. It takes a lot of balls to say that because not many men are going to be like, hey, I'm emotional. Not many guys say that. So props.
What I tell you when I started this podcast, I'm going to show my true colors, bro.
Keeping it stacked.
That introvert shit was in high school, bro. This is me, fool. Like people can relate to me. Maybe there's an introvert out there who is like, it's like, all right, fuck, I'm going to show who I am. But I'm going to show them 110%. I'm not going to fucking fall back.
Okay, so what is it that's stopping you from shaking hands, kissing babies?
What's stopping me is finding the real
It's got to be an energy match.
Yeah, not necessarily. Yeah, energy
because at the same
primarily.
Time, could it be that you misread the situation?
No. So let me get to your question then. This is crazy because we don't even talk about this.
Yeah, no, I love it. I love it.
So what matters to me is I feel like for everybody is having the energy, right? That's important. But
yeah, it's all about vibes.
Yeah,
today's vibe at my shoot in LA was fucking so chill.
So, like, wouldn't you agree that Gordon Lee's quality though matches his business? So, like,
1000%.
So, like, there's a lot of photographers out there who make more. I get like what 2-3 gigs a month.
Yeah, it's not bad. But you could be doing a lot more.
So I could be doing a lot more because my shit is better than I feel in my head. I feel like I'm a better photographer, storyteller in pictures. I evoke more emotion in my pictures, but
you need that confidence. That's good that you have that.
There's photographers out there who legit will take a picture and of a cityscape. Not even slap a preset, bro. Just raise the shadows and call it a day.
Or hit the auto button on Lightroom.
And then go on their fucking store and be like, yo, I'm selling this print. Like, yo, please help me out. Like, buy this print. And then for some odd reason, bro, they get business. And then they make me look like, Pete, like what you just said. Pete, go shake their hands, man. This is your own fucking fault, Pete.
It is, bro. I can't blame anyone else but the individual.
From your point of view, it is my fault.
Sure,
okay.
Yeah.
But from my point of view, it's like shit. Like, I don't want. What's like artists? Like, they're not gonna go sell to Target and be like, I'm gonna make $1 million because I'm gonna sell 1,000 pieces because of this. They rather go to like create fewer artists, fewer paintings, and go on auction or like have a artistry showing.
Going to Target is not a bad idea, though. I know.
I feel like your motivation is different from mine.
Maybe,
and that's fine because
there's nothing wrong with that.
I like.
No, but I know what you're saying, dude. I know what you're saying.
It's like the art. It's like my right now what kind of like learning with everybody, and you know the reason we're doing the podcast is because I want to exude this personality where like no matter what,
you're not exuding. This is you.
Yeah, like exude this energy. That's what I'm trying to say. If you have like you don't want to shake hands because you're not vibing with somebody, you're not gonna force it. You're gonna find it's like okay, so look, Pete. This is what I keep telling myself. I'm like, Pete, you're not shaking hands at Alberto's like going and like leading you on leads. And you don't want to shake those hands, and then create your own avenues. And that's
what you're doing right now.
This is what when I created my website. I thought my website was going to help me do that. But I haven't seen any like
lead generations.
I've seen a couple, but not like what I want to, like what I'm paying for. It
takes time.
So I was like maybe like you even told me you need to make a Instagram. And then I thought about it for like a couple days, and I was like, man, fuck, I do, because my personal account, I want to put more shit, but it's holding me back because I'm like, dude, like I don't want to be annoying,
right?
And that's like my account, and that's my life,
right?
I don't want my life to be like just pictures of anybody else.
Exactly. Yeah.
So then that's when I created that, and then that's what I'm hoping, and I'm gonna be the test dummy for In the Frame podcast, creating a business account and creating my own avenues. And I follow, and my goal is to follow more photographers and collab. And find people that I fuck with,
right,
based on their photos. So if I like somebody's, I might message them and be like, "Hey, man, you wanna collab? Is there any leads, or like, is there anything you're going to? Any like festivals, any conferences, or whatever the fuck you're doing?"
Ooh, dude, I just had a crazy DM today. What you just said right now. And if you fucking don't show up to that, man, you have zero excuse not to show up.
You know what?
I will freaking stop helping you out, man. I swear to God.
Remember that
I'm not gonna do it, but you better do it.
Remember that thing you went to like 3 years ago? It was like a art show or like a festival, and you filmed it.
Oh yeah. It was
in Balboa.
It was a photographer. Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Those are the things I'm looking for now.
Okay.
So like where they have a bunch of like people, creatives, and they have like scenarios.
I invited you to that.
Yeah, but I didn't go, dude. Because
I know you didn't go because I was there.
I wasn't into people photography back then. I was into landscapes.
Yeah, like, that's true. That's true.
So now that's what I'm going to be looking for. And in my business account, that's what I'm going for. Like, I'm trying to like...
I'll tell you what, there's a lot of photography groups. You need to get on those on Facebook.
Yeah, I mean,
that's how I met a lot of people that I know right now through the freaking Facebook.
Yeah, but Facebook, like, it's a low ball game.
No, but I'm saying like actually this is Instagram. This is this dude that he ran a photography group, and when I mean a group, I mean like they would meet up once a month. And let's say like Seaport Village, because I remember it was Seaport Village where they met up. So I drove my ass from Oceanside, Seaport Village by myself. You had one of many excuses that you couldn't go for some reason. So I went by myself, and I'm like, dude, I don't know anybody, but I'm willing to put myself out there.
Yeah.
And I was the only one with the gimbal and a camera. I had my 6300. It's like, oh shit, like you're a videographer. Oh damn, this is dope, because everyone had their camera. So I'm like, all right, how am I gonna stick out? Boom, I'm a video guy. So I have my gimbal. So like everyone's asking me questions. I'm shooting some dope content for them. And all of a sudden I'm dropping them on my freaking stories. And like, oh my God, this shit is dope. Like, what? Like, this is sick. Like, and then I started getting followers. And then it's like, hey dude, like this person needs some video work. Like, dude, you got to put yourself out there, because you never know where the leads come from. Like, it could be from someone that met you like 3 years ago. They didn't have the budget for you, but they know someone who has the budget for you.
Yeah.
Boom. That's happened many times.
I understand where you're coming from. We're like that, but you got to remember back then when you were doing that, I was like not there, like creatively.
Okay.
I thought
you were, man. Yeah, you were. You were there.
I was more into prints, dude. I was more into like I want to sell prints, to push prints, and that was my business aspect of it.
Yeah, but it's always good to meet, and I knew in my mind, the back of my mind, like my whole strategy wasn't to like generate leads. My whole strategy was to just network and meet people. Like, hey, dude, I just want to hang out with creatives because I don't know any creatives here in Oceanside. Like, I just want to hang out with creatives, man. Because if you hang out with 4 drunks, you're going to be the 5th drunk. If you hang out with 4 losers, you're going to be the 5th loser. If you hang out with a bunch of creatives, I'm going to be that creative. If you hang out with freaking business mindset people, you're going to be that 5th business mindset person.
Yeah.
So, like, I knew I needed to surround myself with what I am, which is a creative.
Well, that's good, because you found your avenue way more than I did, or way ahead sooner than I did. I thought I was like horse blind, and I was like, dude, I'm doing prints, and I printed a bunch of prints. Like, I still have like 10 prints at home. Right?
But you did sell a lot.
I sold a handful, and I was like, that's what I'm gonna get to, and this and that, and then I'll never forget this when I shot. It was like by the pier. It was a family portrait. And I shot, and I was like, I got so much love, and I was like, dude, I'm gonna go do people, and I felt like really intimidated, because there was other people who did people, so I'm like, fuck, like, should I do it? This is like 2.5 years ago, and then I did it, and I switched, and then I was like, fuck this shit, I'm way better. I feel like my content's more better.
Yeah,
and it's not bad to think that your quality, your photos are better.
It's not bad at all,
because
you need that confidence.
Yeah, you want to be true to yourself, and you want to be like, damn, like I'm actually good. Mm-hmm. And then that's when I started shifting, and then that's when I was like, it's you got to find what works for you. So for you, it worked shaking hands, and you got lucky and stuff.
It's not luck, dude. They didn't have.
It's not lucky, but it's like you got lucky that you found the people that fit your personality. You don't give a fuck if it's like you're more people. You're more of a people's person than I am.
I could adapt for sure.
Yeah, and I'm not. I'm like, I either like you or don't like you.
I either fuck with you or you don't.
Yeah, and it sucks because my back could have been bigger.
Yeah, true. Yeah, because trust me, like
I can see why you're mad, and like you're kind of like I told you, Pete, like, motherfucker, fuck you. That's your fault. But at the end of the day, man,
we all have our own paths.
Yeah, and it's like you pick and choose.
Yeah, you definitely need to like be a people person in this game. Like, it's essentially your customer service. So
yeah,
you have to like learn how to adapt, match their energy.
I'm not saying
if you feel like they go left, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go left with them. Like, I'm gonna roll with it.
Yes,
like,
I agree with that.
As long as you stick to your like personal morals and whatnot, of course.
I agree with that. For me though, I'm not saying my clientele service is horrible. Like, if you work with me, I'm not like, what the fuck do you want? Like, you want to take pictures here? Like, nah, man, fuck that. I'm not better spot.
You got to keep it professional, man.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying like, when it comes to shaking hands, I'm really picky who I choose to work with as a collaborative. As another photographer, it's not being judgmental, but it's like, if you're a photographer, if you tell me you're a photographer and your style doesn't fit my style, or like we don't have anything in common, creatively, like it can't be necessarily creatively, because we can have the same like pose or whatever,
right?
But if your colors are completely different from mine, or like your style,
sure,
your color palette is different from mine, then I'm gonna be like, I don't want to work with you. Like, I don't.
But why do you want to work with the photographer? Like, you want to work with
because
clients.
I want to evolve. It's working with a photographer and a client is different.
No, I know. That's what I'm asking. Why would you want to work with a photographer?
Oh, to like broaden, like to expand my let's say for example, this photographer can't do this, or they lowball him, and he's above me, pay grade.
Oh, I see.
And he's like, hey Pete, like
I see.
You and me have the same style, but you could do it for less.
Right.
They don't know that, but I'm like, oh, what's up? Like, okay, I could do that.
Right.
You know?
Right. No, yeah.
That's what I mean.
I actually had that happen today, but I was clearly unavailable. I was in LA. Like someone, hey, dude, I can't do this. What I know you could do it. Can you want to do it? I'm like, yeah. I would, and it was video too. So like, get into that video game, bro. That could have been you, man. I could have passed that to you.
Hey man, I'm
get in that video game.
I'm gonna dibble and dabble in video, but maybe I can help you in the future with video.
Yeah,
but
we do maybe possibly have a couple of weddings together, so that'd be interesting to work together.
But the moral of the story, guys, is what I'm trying to get at is I'm not afraid to shake hands. I'm just really picky, and there's been instances where can that be
your Achilles heel?
Yeah, maybe it is, but I don't. Okay, so. I don't see it as my Achilles heel because I find it being true to myself.
Okay.
And call me stubborn, call me whatever, call me artistic, whatever, but I'm going to stick with that because that's who I am. That's just who I've grown to be, and I'm going to own that. And I'd rather own this than be fake and be like fuck this fool. Like,
dope, sir. So you're calling me fake. Perfect.
No, I'm not.
I'm messing around, dude.
This fool. I'm saying you're more of a people's person. I'm not. You have that advantage, and that's good. And for me, it's like, fool, me and you are friends because we're not the same. We're opposites, right?
Yeah.
So I take stuff from you. Makes you better. You take something from me. Hopefully, it makes you better.
No, for sure. I do.
That's what makes that. That's why you're my best friend, fool, because we feed off each other. Let's cut this shit.
I know.
Because you feed off of opposites.
No, yeah, we it's like the Messi and Ronaldo, man. Like, they're rivals, but they make each other better.
Yeah. So like, there are some like. The whole rant I wanted to go out there, like this whole like thing, is because I'm owning up to who I am.
Well, that's good that you know that.
I want somebody out there to be like, yeah, maybe they get talked down. It's like, fool, it's because you're not doing this. Like, it's like because you're not like dude.
I wouldn't call it talk down because I'm not.
You're not talking down to me. I'm sorry,
but I'm keeping it a buck with you.
That's like, yo, I'm saying like your.
But
perspective.
Then I do have a stronger personality when it comes to like. Yeah, some people could say like I'm a dick, like I come off as a dick. I'm like, no, bro, like I'm fucking telling you what it is. Like, if you see it that way, that's on you, man. Check your ego.
Yeah, I'm saying like I'm saying for the viewers,
gotcha.
For the third perspective is like, damn, Pete, like you're a little bitch. Like, nah, dude, it's like I'm owning up, and there's been I'm keeping it a buck. Like, there's been circumstances, and I've been grateful for them. Like, I've even told Shep, I'm like, yeah, this Berto's been. He's like, oh, like I'm not getting any business, like. I'm only getting 1 shoot, 2 shoots a month. And they wanted to tell Alberto, I'm like, dude, Alberto's trying to help me, but his acquaintances and me, like, we don't match.
Bro, and that's just like one person that you're talking about, man.
Maybe one, but I mean the big one. I'm saying like there's like that's why I had to explain this because I'm like I'm not taking your help for granted. I'm just not clicking with that specific person or
this is the first time we're having this conversation because I've even told Kristen, I'm like, it's like, how come you don't help Pedro? I'm like, Peter, I'm like, dude, I tried helping. He's just so blind. He cannot see these this is in
the Frame podcast, bro. Yeah, keeping it on back, bro. Spilling my emotions here, bro.
Yeah, man. Like there's you guys need to be able to recognize opportunities. When someone's talking to you, no one's gonna give you like a silver platter and be like, hey, take this because this will lead you to this. Like, no, you guys need to be I feel like that's a skill and a talent to like being able to recognize opportunities, even though they're like disguised opportunities, if that makes any kind of sense.
Well, I mean, that can be this goes back to like we were just saying, it has to be up to the person to do that.
Right.
Me and you have different personalities. That's your personality. You do that. I don't see it that way, obviously. And some people see it like Pete, that's your own fucking fault. And I see it as in like, that's not my own fucking fault because I don't click with this person. And he just rubs me the wrong way. Like, I give him a chance, like, and then he didn't accept it. I'm like, it's just the energy.
Fuck all that.
It's just like, it goes to show you, like, if you're gonna be like me, own it. and find your own avenues. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna find my own avenues. I created my business account. I'm sorry, and I'm gonna find my own avenues. I'm gonna find other creatives like me.
Dude. I can introduce you to photographers that I know that will be down to work with you.
Yeah, and then like I said, guys, this is I'm gonna be the test dummy or the test rat or whatever.
Sure.
For this thing, and I'm gonna hold my word to it that I'm gonna grow. And if you guys want to follow to my business account, like I said already,
we'll plug it up. We'll plug it up in the YouTube.
If you are gonna take my avenue, you just gotta own up to it, and you can't make up excuses.
Yeah, I mean, this is in the frame. This is his advice. My advice is shake as many hands as you can.
Yeah.
Say hi. How you doing?
I'm not saying
be a people person.
Yeah, I'm not
even if you're not like. It's funny that you're saying that I'm a people person because I don't consider myself a people person because there's many times where like I love being alone, but I'm like when like during the week when Kristen's at work and I'm here at the crib by myself, I'm like, dude, I love that time.
Yeah. No, but I mean, I'm not saying don't shake people's hands. I'm more picky. That's what I'm saying.
You're more like if the energy is not there, then so be it.
Yeah, it's just I'm more artistic. That's how you gotta put it. I'm more like I'm not artistic. I'm more like I don't know what the fuck it's called.
Yeah, you're emotional, bro.
Bitch. Nah, dude. I'm just like I don't know, man. It's just like I'm sure other artists and creatives.
No, dude. Trust me, you're not the only one. Hey, if anyone who can like relate to Pete, please feel free to comment down below or reach out to Pete. Like, hey, bro, I'm with you. Like, I know this shit. Like, no, feel free, man.
Together
seriously,
we stand.
Yeah, seriously, man. We don't want P out here freaking drinking bleach when he gets home after this. I guess.
Dumb, dude.
I'm kidding.
Demonetized.
I know.
No, but this is real shit, guys. We're like not spilling our hearts, but talking real shit here because we don't hold shit back. This is our podcast. Berto shares his thoughts. I share my thoughts.
Yeah, that's
put it all on the fucking table.
That's the beauty of this. Like we could agree to disagree.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, let's segue. Let's do a recap on the Instagram, like trying to grow an organic follower and how you don't need. We kind of went super off topic.
I'm not done yet.
But yeah, like you don't need a large following. Yeah, there's plenty of people that I know, creatives that don't have like less. They have less than 2,000. Like I only have 2,800 followers.
Fuck, you have a lot, bro.
That's not a lot, dude.
Oh.
I mean, to some people it could be a lot, but like maybe because I keep thinking bigger and better. So to me, 28, it's not a lot. I'm pretty well off with 2,800 followers, man. Like I feel like I'm making more than enough. I'm living pretty comfortably. But yeah, I want to get to that. I told you guys my goal is to get to 6 figures. Like that's my goal for 2021. So you don't need that many followers, man. As long as your work is fire, don't rely on just solely on Instagram as well. Have a website. I'm gonna have a website by the time you guys listen to this episode. So let's get her.
You told me to get an Instagram business. Now it's your turn to fucking follow through. Get her going,
so
bro.
Also DM people, man. Like this is what I do. Scout other businesses, scout other personal brands, whatever you're into, whatever kind of niche you're into. Look at their grid. If it's crap, you have an advantage right there. And then you send a DM. You curate this freaking beautiful DM and email, because most of the time they'll have a contact information where it says email, but shoot the DMs as well. So you curate this email and you curate this DM and be like, hey, you pretty much say it like this, but in a professional manner, of course. And you say, hey, your content fucking sucks. Your shit is whack. Freaking photo collages videos died in 2004. So why are you using this in 2020? I could do this for you, and I could do this for you, and I could do this for you. Fuck with me or not? Boom, just like that. But in a professional manner, of course.
And to bring that home is your boy Jesus. He threw me a lob at some cupcake company.
Oh, word?
Yeah, and then I was like, oh, that's cool. Like,
fire.
I was like, damn, see, this is my energy, bro. Like he fucks like this motherfucker. This is my energy. Like he doesn't even know me, but he see my shit and he knows I can do shit.
He's cool, man. He's like I love that guy.
And I was like, dope.
Just say Jesus, but get a fucking gimbal, bro, because your shit is too shaky.
Yo, if you guys want to buy a house, hit him up.
For real, if you want to get a house, he's an animal with a real estate game. Trust me.
So he hit me up, and I was like, yeah, man, I'll hit him up. And then he was like, yo, have you hit him up? It's like, yeah, dude, I messaged him. It took the person. I don't want to say if it's a he or she, so I don't want to call him out.
Don't.
So they hit me up and they were like, yeah, like we're interested. And then I was like, yeah, it looks like you can use some help showcasing your cupcakes. And then she was like, yeah, what are your prices? And then I gave her like 2 packages because I'm like, I haven't really dived into food photography, so I'm gonna throw in like 1 or 2. And my prices were a little bit lower than usual because it was like, okay, I haven't done food photography. I'm gonna
respectable.
It's like
you're not gonna charge an arm and a leg for something you've never done.
I'm not. So I gave her 2 packages, and she was like, oh, like the short response is like, oh, okay. It's like, will this or what? She asked some weird question that threw me off, and I was like, and then I was like, oh,
is it happening?
And then she was like, I was like, oh yeah, these are my packages, but you know, we can work something out. Or I think I hit her up with, what's your budget or something, and she never responded. And I was like, on to the next one.
Yeah, I was like, whatever. It's okay, man. I know, it's all right.
And that's what I'm telling you. Like, you will get those, and you can't take those personal. Like,
no, you cannot take it personal.
If you take every no personally, like that will discourage you from being the lion. Yeah. And you don't want to be that sheep. You want to keep attacking people. I've hit up artists like, hey man, what's up? If you ever need any photos, man, hit me up. Scene. And
that's cool. Trust, dude. I've had that happen, and they hit me up like 3 months later. I'm like, yo, I need you for this. I need you for this day. Are you available? Bet. Boom.
You want to put that in their head, like if they're ever thinking
photos, they're gonna think of Peter Photographer or whatever the fuck your Instagram is now.
Peter Collin Photography, and they're gonna think about it.
No, seriously, man. Seriously, that you got to keep your name on the top of their mind, of their business mind. Like, man, like I need some stuff for my Instagram. My shit is whack right now. Like, oh man, this guy did hit me up last week. Let me go back to my DMs. Oh, he's right there. Boom. Yeah. Like you guys got to play offense, man. Just because you don't get that response, you don't get that freaking like automatic freaking feedback that you're craving, dude. People process things differently than you do, so don't expect everyone is the same way as you. Like the way I am, if someone texts me, someone emails me, someone messages me, I'm gonna respond to them as soon as possible. Yeah. I'm not gonna just look at it and be like and let it sit for hours. Like I'm not that cool guy. Like I hate when people do that. I'm gonna respond to you ASAP. Hey, dude, I'm really busy right now. I'm in the middle of a shoot, but let me call you in like 5 hours, in a few hours after I'm done. Like I'll let you know. Like I'm not that dickhead that's gonna let you freaking wonder for like 5 hours because. Dude, people could like...
Dude, if you get like a serious inquiry, like you just said, like if they do DM me, right? And hit them up with like, yo, can we, like I'm busy right now. Can we FaceTime later? Or like, can I call you? Here's my number. And then they'll be like, oh, fuck, this was serious.
He's serious, yeah.
And that puts urgency to them. Like, like what the fuck?
And
like,
if you don't respond to them, they could be like, all right, clearly he does not fucking with me. So I'm going to move on to the next person. And they're going to get booked by someone else.
Exactly. Yeah. That's a really good way to play offense without playing offense in a way that you don't pressure them.
That's a good counterattack.
It's like, they're like kind of shook, like, oh, what the fuck? Like he didn't pressure me into like getting something, but he pressured me into.
This actually happened right before I recorded, man. That someone hit me up and I said, hey, dude, I'm actually recording right now, so let me call you. Let me call you in the morning. It's like 9 at night right now, so I'm not gonna call the business at. Anyways, you get what I'm saying, like. Yeah, but not everyone's gonna be that way. Like not everyone's like me. Like I am the way I am, and not everyone's like me. So like if I hit someone up, I'm not expecting them to hit me up immediately because. That's just not the way the world works. Mm-hmm. So
that's good though. I mean,
what else do you any tips on the Instagram game? I mean, you don't have the greatest following ever.
I'm just starting,
but you're still maintaining a healthy like business
image in a way.
Yeah.
No, that's a good question because like we just got off of an unsuspected conversation about why I don't shake hands and. What my motivation is because I don't have a business profile. So now that I do have a business profile, I want to create my own like pathway of like shaking hands and finding other creators who network with my same artistry level.
Yeah.
Or
doesn't necessarily have to like. What if someone like wants to hit you up and like, yo, bro, like I love your work, man. I just got this new camera. Like, any tips?
Yeah, no.
Are you gonna be that dickhead that's too cool for school?
Bro, Zach wasn't a dick. I'm not gonna be a dick.
Or that karate teacher's not a dick.
I know. But no, I'm not. I'm just saying that because a good tip. Fuck, I just lost my train of thought. You said that. What the fuck were we talking about?
We were talking about now that you have your so
now that I have my business account, I'm gonna create those avenues for me. Guys, if you have any questions about my don't ask me like how'd you edit this, Pete?
Yeah, don't do those. Don't do that. Come on.
Because I'll leave you on saying I'm like.
And there's a lot of YouTube freaking tutorials on that, so don't even ask.
If you have questions about like how you can find your own way or how I found my way, yeah, I'll answer those questions. Yeah. I'll give you a detailed answer. And
I'm assuming you get a lot of like, hey, how'd you edit this?
Dude, I've gotten like 3 DMs within the past month. Like, how do you do this? And I'm like, no, bro.
You know, the worst part is when someone asks you, so it's a give and take game. So like you're taking from, if I'm asking you, I'm taking things from you. I'm taking things from you. There's nothing in return. There's no value exchange.
Yeah.
And the worst part is like when you're like, I've gone into depth like how I did certain things, and they don't even say thank you. Like, dude, you
told me one time about.
I'm a big manners person. Like, if you have no manners, bro, like I just can't fuck with you, man.
I remember he told me somebody asked you something, and he gave him this elaborate response, and then just scene.
Yeah,
not even.
Dude, that is the worst, man.
Yeah.
So like, hey, any dickheads out there that are looking for any like advice, fucking say please and thanks. That's the least you could do. Like, you can't return anything. You can't return anything back. You're not gonna give them money because you're most likely fucking broke. So the least you could do is say fucking, yo, you know what? Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, wait,
I'm getting pissed off right now. Fuck.
What's in the frame, bro? Shit, bro. But yeah, you got to put that shit out there, man, because there's ungrateful motherfuckers.
There is a lot of ungrateful motherfuckers, man. A lot of fucking poor ass ungrateful motherfuckers, man.
And you got to put them into place now.
Like if you're in a position where you can't give a lot, the least you could fucking do is be respectful and be like, yo, you know what,
gratitude.
Man? Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Like, I really appreciate that.
It's called gratitude, bro.
Yeah, and the people that do that shit, bro, like, dude, and they have the audacity to hit you up like 3 weeks later. I'm like, fam, you have fucking balls, man. Either you're raised by a fucking tree,
yeah. But we get it, bro. We get it. There's people out there who are really ungrateful. And if you hit me up, I'll answer your question and concern.
Saying, dude, I'm always fucking throwing novels at them and shit.
Yeah, you're throwing that free fucking 99 course.
I don't mind it, bro. I've been there before. That's why. Yeah, I've been in those shoes. You've been in those shoes.
Yeah.
Like when people ask you, like, bro, don't you get that nostalgia? Like, bro, I used to be there.
Yeah, and then it's crazy, bro. Like, yeah, you have to give that forth.
Yeah, I'm always down to help creators, man. But don't be a dick. At the same time, don't be a fucking dick. Seriously.
Yeah. Me and Alberto are always down to help you guys with any questions of creators. But I mean, closing out how you don't have to have a large big following is
that's a real fucking thing, guys. Do not. It's easy to see these followers, these Instagrammers or like photographers, videographers, fucking graphic designers that have crazy following. Yeah, like you assume like, oh my god, they're fucking doing great. Oh my god, like I can never get 100,000 followers, bro. That's not true. That's not fucking true.
Go back to what we just said right now. The Charger fucking editor. He's probably making bank, and his fucking Instagram.
He's working for it, and you know what? I'm working for an NFL team under my resume.
Yeah,
I'd rather have that all day.
So worry about your fucking work.
Worry about your craft, and then definitely get into like the networking game and try to figure that out. Like it's definitely not easy. It's a trial and error for sure. Yeah.
But that's going to do it for this episode, which I don't even know what the fuck we...
Gonna title it?
Title it because we went into like owning who the fuck you are. Yeah. You own who the fuck you are.
Yeah.
I own who the fuck we are. Or I am. And that's...
Let's segue to a frame of the week.
Let's end it there and segue to frame of the week, which is...
So frame of the week is going to be at Corey Lynn _creative. You'll see the Instagram on YouTube, and if you're listening on Spotify, Google, or Apple, you'll see it on the description, the show notes. But yeah, dude, she created this. She's what do you call her? A graphic designer, technically, right?
Artist.
I mean, she's no shit, Sherlock. Yeah, so like,
lucky I'm tired, bro.
Do I got to show you this? I mean, you saw it already.
Who's that? That's me.
So she created. So Peter's birthday was.
You're gonna be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, Peter just turned 30 recently, so she created this. His fiance asked Corey
to develop a graphic design.
There you go. Send the story, man.
She posted it, or she made these sick shirts for me and my family, and then she made these koozies.
Yeah.
And then she
even made a shirt for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she made the design like. I heard the story how fast it took her to make. She said like it took her like 30 minutes.
Yeah, and it came out dope.
Skill, dude. Yeah,
it's so cool. Like,
so she uses like her iPad Pro. She uses like Procreate. I'm not really familiar with that software, but I've heard of it before. But yeah, she's talented as hell. So yeah, Corey Lynn at I mean, I don't know. You'll see it on YouTube. You'll see in the show notes.
But frame of the week.
Yeah, congratulations, Corey. Thanks for listening to the podcast and supporting us for show.
Really talented.
Yeah, super dope though. That was super dope, man. Like it was very accurate.
Yeah,
like the tattoo and everything, pretty damn accurate. I mean, you're a Hawaiian shirt guy for some weird reason, but it worked out, man.
The only thing I would say was like, it's like I fucking hate it. My beard was like bubbly. I was like, fuck. Like I want more manly, but
you do have that whatever. Santa Claus beard for sure.
Yeah, I look like fucking Santa Claus, but whatever. It was accurate and it was cool. But let's close it out with recent topics. Fucking TikTok.
Well, supposedly TikTok's gonna get banned, which I don't believe. I don't even know.
You don't even have TikTok.
I don't have a TikTok.
I've had a lot of
coworkers. I don't get it.
I just into it.
I just don't get it. But I mean, I heard it's really funny.
That's like I don't know what the fuck.
But I'm not into like the whole like let's try to be a comedian on social media. Like I fucking can't stand those people, man.
Did you ever have Vine?
I did have Vine, but that was like fucking. I was like fucking 15 years old, I think. No, I wasn't 15 years old, but I was like, you know what I mean? Like, it was such a long time ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, I grew out of that, so I was like, I don't care about that. I don't care about wannabe comedians. I just don't care about it. But Instagram literally bit them off with the reel.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? It kind of annoys me.
Yeah, it's like when fucking Instagram tried to copy Vine with the 15-second videos, and then they
freaking copy Snapchat.
They literally killed Vine off.
Yeah.
And
I don't know how Snapchat survived.
So I'm hearing that TikTok is being bought out by some like company, Microsoft, Google,
some company. Yeah, it's Microsoft.
Oh, was it? I wasn't sure.
Yeah,
because there's a lot of listeners out there being picky about what the fuck I say. But they're getting bought out so they can be legal in the U.S. again.
Yeah,
which whatever, man.
I mean, those are just speculations. I don't give a shit, honestly.
Yeah, I don't care about TikTok, man. You guys.
I don't care about Reel either. Kristen's like, you should make Reel. You should put like your dope video, like your BTS video. I'm like, bro, I'm not posting fucking. I mean, ironically, I was gonna say I don't post fucking iPhone shitty photo videos, but ironically, I just posted an IGTV vlog. But yo, my shit looks fire, bro. Like,
were you using your phone?
Of course. I know how to use my fucking cameras, bro.
This time I saw it because I saw the whole thing because it was 4 minutes, bro. You should keep them like within 4 or 5.
No, I'm trying.
Remember my fucking cousin? He was drunk. He's like, "Yo, I love your podcast, but it's fucking long." I was like,
"That's how podcasts work, bro."
I know. I was like, "Damn, my bad, Bruno." But whatever, man. At least he's listening.
No, that's good. I appreciate it.
And he's not even into photography.
Shouts to the homie, dude. Shouts to Frank, man. That's dope, though.
But Reel, man, whatever.
Like, yeah, I just don't care about posting story-esque videos on my grid. Yeah. Like my IGTV vlogs. By the way, I just posted episode 4 of the vlog, so check out _Mendoza_. So peep that. Anyways, I try to make it as dope as possible, man. Like I don't just freaking auto and stuff like that. Like I don't know.
Anybody can go to the freaking beach and do like a clip of a girl walking.
It's literally stories combined into a freaking. All you can do is like reel.
Put a song like right away,
and then you add a song to it. Like, dude, there's a lot of cornball. Oh my god, you know what? I don't want to talk about.
Anyways, Reel is trying to take over.
That shit TikTok. Is trash. TikTok is. I mean,
it's pointless.
I honestly think those numbers are so fake.
Which one?
I mean, people are getting like it's easy to freaking grow on TikTok, and I feel like
dude, my coworker had like 50,000 views.
I feel like TikTok knows that people are numbers hungry, and so they're just feeding them these stupid, ridiculous numbers, like super ridiculous views, likes, following, and they're not real. They're not really organic. They're just not real numbers. And people are like, oh my god, I have 50,000 views on my video. I'm gonna keep freaking using the app because I'm fucking popping on TikTok.
It's that euphoric.
I'm just really interested. Yeah, it is.
Those endorphins.
Yeah, they're kicking in. Yeah. So I'm really interested if like those TikTok fucking whatever. Stars. How do you monetize that? How do you generate leads from it? Like, I'm very curious to see how that works. And TikTok is such a new app that it's hard to tell right now. But I'm generally interested to know like if anyone's actually making serious money off TikTok. But as of right now, I personally don't know. But if you guys do know, shouts. Go ahead and comment down below. Prove me wrong.
It's probably branding, dude.
Yeah.
Brands like, oh, put this shirt on or this fucking snack. Or
yeah, I just think those numbers are so fabricated. They're not real. But that's just my opinion. Yeah. Try to get 1,000 views on YouTube. That's just fucking hard.
Yeah. YouTube views compared to other shit is different.
Instagram, it's still hard, but it's easier than YouTube for sure.
Yeah. But that's gonna do it for this episode, man. We fucking went off.
Yeah. Where can people find you?
People can find me at Peter Coinlands now that I switched it, guys. My personal Peter Coinlands is right here.
Bro, I'm not changing the text animation.
You didn't. Well, I always have to change it. Oh yeah, shit. I forgot about that.
I'm not changing it.
But I'm saying the description on YouTube, I always have to fucking change it. Peter Coylan's right here. New business account.
Did you hit up Peter Collins and be like, "Yo, let me take her name"?
No, I keep reporting them, and I keep
You're
reporting
a snitch,
them, bro. Because it's one follower, one fucking like. So or like one follower, one.
You can't dude. There's got to be like an Instagram rule where like if an account hasn't posted in like more than 3 years, that account is dead.
Yeah,
and you axe that account.
Yeah, and I'm gonna. I think I've emailed them twice and nothing. But,
really.
Yeah, and I keep reporting them like every fucking month. I'm like, damn, what the fuck? Like this motherfucker's not available. But
and he's not alive.
No, 0 posts, 1.
Nah, like, that shit is trash.
Yeah. Anyways, Peter Collins, and then my new business account, Peter Collins Photography, which is soon going to be changing to Peter Collins Frames once they let me. And yeah, that's going to be me. What about you?
Personal account A_Mendoza_. Like I said, make sure you check out the vlog episode 4. The shit was kind of heat. The shit was kind of fire. Know what I mean? For the business account, Alberto Visuals. And yeah, dude, make sure to follow us on Instagram as well at In the Frame Podcast. And make sure if you're on YouTube, make sure you give us a like, man. We appreciate that. It's very easy. It's very easy to do that. All you have to do is one click. That goes a long way, believe it or not. And to that hater, he stopped disliking our videos, man. Fuck. Why did I say something? Yo, so I know you're listening, haters. So make sure you fucking give that dislike to us, all right? Please, we need that.
Definitely. Helps out algorithm.
And if you have any questions, feel free to DM us on Instagram or at intheframepodcast@gmail.com.
So you stole the words out of my mouth. This is going to do it for episode number 11. This is In the Frame Podcast with your host, Peter Collins, joined by your co-host, Alberto Mendoza. We'll see you on number 12.
Deuces.